I just want to know, see, what are the other challenges you face as a farmer?
Yes. Now I said labor is a big problem.
Yeah.
Of course, now we have to modernize. Now, for example, I purchased this small tractor. Why small tractor means, if it is a plain land, paddy field, banana or other crops, I can use the tractor without any problem. Coconut tree means we can't use a big tractor. So I purchased a mini tractor from the Tafe company, Massey Ferguson, with ploughing machines, gauge wheels, and coconut means every day leaves and other things will fall, will come down from the tree. So I want to use those things by way of a manure. For that also a crusher I purchased that cost about 1,75,000. By collecting all these materials, if I put to that machine, within a second it will come as a small dust. So we will spread it in the same field. After 1 year it will become a manure. So that modernization is there, that one. But everything, every farmer, all farmers cannot do this. So my humble request to both the governments, these instruments, these machines have to be supplied to the farmers, not free of cost, some subsidized rate. Suppose in the market it cost about 75,000, it can be sold to the real farmer by getting a certificate to 50,000 or 40,000, may be useful.
Okay. Sir, other challenges, like you see, you have the labor was one problem which you could adopt to mechanization, and in many areas, other like the animals or other problems the farmers face. Do you have any of these problems in your farm?
Yes, sir. See, for agriculture, the livestock, keeping cows, buffaloes, goats are important, because we need fertilizers. Instead of going chemical fertilizers, as on date, once I had more than 10 cows and buffaloes, but because of difficulty in procuring man or woman for managing these, I reduced to 2 cows only, 2 cows, 2 calves for my family use. Because sometimes I sell milk to others. Even for that, keeping these cows and buffaloes and goats, for cows and buffaloes we have to purchase paddy husk, then cotton seeds, then so many good nutritious materials then only it will be healthy.
Okay.
But of course it gives good fertilizer, that dung is there. So with that, by keeping that in a particular place for 1 year or 2 years, it may be a good manure for our garden. So my suggestion is keeping a coat is also good, because coat takes only greeneries, only grass or other greeneries. That's why many people prefer to eat meat. In our place, in village, 1 kg of meat, coat meat is 700 rupees. In city, maybe 900 or more than that. Farmer is getting good profit. If you keep 50 coat, after 1 year it may be doubled or at least 75. If you sell it, the farmer may get more amount.
No problem.
That is one. My suggestion is, every farmer, if he or she has some space near his own house or in the nearby lands, they can provide these sheep, cows and buffaloes. But everything has to be managed and developed.
Okay. See, sir, how do you compare your being the Chief Justice of India, the Governor of India, and become a farmer now? Okay, though you come from a farming family, still, how do you compare all these things, and how do you...
Yes. See, 3 sectors. First, I will finish off this judiciary, then governorship, head of the state, then farmer. Since I had the opportunity to serve as a judge of a high court at the young age of 45 plus 46, I worked hard. I can proudly say during my 19 years, nearly 2 decades of service as a judge of 2 high courts and judge of Supreme Court and Chief Justice, I did not take a single day holiday.
My God.
It is a record. Though I performed marriage of 2 sons, I did not take a single day holiday. God has given me a good health and no medical leave, because so many holidays for courts. I used to say very lightly, for 1 day Christmas, 2 weeks holidays for Supreme Court, 1 week for High Court. 1 day Holi, Supreme Court 1 week holiday. 1 day Diwali, 1 week holiday. For this puja meant for children, 1 week holiday. So many holidays apart from Saturday and Sunday. So according to me, all days are auspicious, provided if you work. So when I started marrying my 2 sons, I invited my daughter-in-law side. I showed the High Court calendar. At that time I was a High Court judge. Showed the High Court calendar. See the red color. These are all holidays. According to me, all days are good. You select any day during these holidays, we will finish up this work. They agreed. First son married my first daughter-in-law from Coimbatore. Marriage was performed in a small temple, but reception in a big way. I invited all the judges. Present Tamil Nadu CM Stalin and his sister both attended the marriage, because Dr. Kalaignar was the chief minister at that time. Because of his age, he asked his son and daughter to attend. Second daughter-in-law is Kumarapalayam, near Bhavani, adjoining to Bhavani Taluk. So I performed their marriage at Erode during vacation. At that time, 32 judges were serving in High Court. 31 judges with family attended. After attending the marriage, many of them went for Ooty, some of them for Erkard Hill Station. So in the evening reception, morning my family members in a temple I performed. Very simple way. So no need to take a holiday for performing marriage. And I said in Supreme Court, particularly for judges of the Supreme Court and Chief Justice, separate hospital is there in the Supreme Court. Doctors often, daily they come and check up. Many times I discuss politics with the doctors, because I maintained a good health, no sugar, no pressure, nothing. Anyhow, that is the reason and I had the occasion to deliver very, very important judgments, no need to mention. Then I retired. That is Judicial Life. I did actually, Kapil Sibal was the law minister at that time. He came to my house. Sir, we received a complaint, grievance, not a complaint, grievance, that your Chief Justice of India has not attended many foreign functions. I said, yes sir, correct. Everything, those functions came on a working day. How can I leave my Supreme Court and spend several lakhs, and one day function I have to spend 10 lakhs? No. If it is a holiday or vacation, court vacation, I attended Singapore, Africa, Malaysia, 3 or 4 foreign countries I attended. Those functions were fixed during holidays. Then he convinced. Then after retirement, 3 or 4 months in my village, then I went to Kerala. Kerala somehow I like among all the states. As a judge of the Supreme Court and Chief Justice, I had an occasion to visit almost all the states, including Northeast. 8 states are there in Northeast, including Assam. I visited everywhere. So I know the entire people's mind and geology, what is that, the climate condition, etc. I prefer Kerala. So I was very comfortable. 2 things I prefer, because Keralites are very simple. Even a chief minister goes in an official car, they won't unnecessarily block the traffic. One pilot will be there, one security, another car will be there. So in the same way, as a governor, I maintain simplicity. I never disturbed the public. I attended almost all school and college functions. I avoided religious functions, either Hindu or Christian or Muslim. I conveyed politely, no, I am not going to attend. But if they are having educational institutions, I attended many convocations. I maintained a good relationship with both the Congress, Communist government and all political parties. No problem. So I completed 5 years successfully. I returned to my home. That is in the month of September, 5th September 2019, exactly after 5 years. Then I started full-fledged farmer. I'm personally, morning every day, morning I will go around 6:30 to 7:30, 1 hour walk inside my lands. I have put a good road because a tractor has to go. Sometimes to take the sugar cane and coconut, lorries have to enter my field. So I put a good roads. In that I go morning walk. I personally see any problem for the crops, any disease, any water scarcity, any grass, etc. Morning and evening. I started using initially more fertilizers. Slowly, after knowing the cost-wise fertilizer is now more, and health-wise also it may not be good for our public. So slowly now I am switching over to organic system.
Okay, sir, after you are so experienced in all this, if I ask you which life you enjoy the most, the judicial, the governorship or the farming? Which gives you a lot of satisfaction?
No, among the three, farming I prefer, sir.
Okay.
Because disadvantage is I cannot earn more and construct a house or purchase some lands or renovate my house. These things cannot be done with the agriculture income.
Okay.
I can happily live, I can take care of my children, I can preserve those old properties.
Okay.
So that's why when I was a judge of Supreme Court, I demolished my old house. Even at that time I decided after retirement I want to settle in my lands,
Okay.
village. So I constructed a good house, modern house, by borrowing 45 lakhs as loan.
Okay.
Now they are deducting that amount from my pension.
Okay.
Supreme Court, High Court, judicial period, status. I am a man of a judiciary.
Okay.
See, beyond, I kept distance with the politics and other business people, etc. That is good status. Governor, it is now I won't say it is a luxurious. We get all facilities. Actually, first 3 years I was not paid any amount because the governor's salary was 1,05,000. The rule says minus pension if any. I retired as the Chief Justice of India. So after deducting my pension, my staff used to say, sir, no salary.
Nothing left.
Then after 3 years, when the salary of a president, vice president, governors increased, governor was fixed to 3.5.
Okay.
Thereafter, I was receiving some amount. Anyhow, comfortable life,
Okay.
not problematic.
Okay.
But as a judicial life, you have to work 24 hours. That's why one information I can share. On 8/96, I became a High Court judge. Within a month, I was allotted a government bungalow in Greenways Road in Chennai, very costly area, where judges and ministers were given bungalows. On seeing the government bungalow, after noticing a small bedroom near my office room, I asked my wife, from today onwards, judicial separation. You go and take big bedroom, take your own time. I prefer this room because I spend more time in the office. I don't want to disturb you. So from that day onwards till my retirement, I maintained the separation. Because as a judge, you have to work all 24 hours.
Okay.
You have to avoid unnecessary meetings. But I have to travel because head of the judiciary means they invite the judges for functions. During my tenure, I sent a communication to all subordinate courts. Every function, if any, it should be on a holiday, not on a working day. And if it is working day, it should be after court hours. That circular is there. I maintain that.
Okay.
Governorship, of course, little comfortable. But I know my background is judiciary, I know the responsibility.
Sir, I just want to know, see, when you retired and went to the E-Road, it was a big sensation for all of us news, and especially we all were thrilled. You can say we were chilled up to see a Chief Justice retiring within 2 weeks, he back into farm and getting into farming. It was one of the most inspirational message to any person, not only in India, anywhere in the world. I have not seen that type of story anywhere. So
Yes.
we have read. See, we see many people going from there thinking of many other opportunities. See, once you are the topmost, the opportunities are open to everyone. But rejecting all those, neglecting went to that. That was the inspiration.
Yeah.
Today, I feel the Indian farming community especially see you as an ideal person, an inspiration for. What do you want to tell to the farming community?
Yes, sir. See, reason for occupying the farming as my profession after retirement, maybe 2 or 3 reasons. One, our family is having a good facilities, good lands, cultivable lands, good water, free electricity, no land revenue, etc. Now, one reason. Number 2, my 2 sons settled outside. They cannot come and work. So somebody has to take care of my lands. I want to continue my farming. Actually, I want to even enlarge the area. That is because I am proud to say I am a farmer's son.
Yeah.
So that is the second reason. Third, after knowing the principles mentioned in the Reliance gas judgment, encouraging public sector undertakings, many public sector executives came to my house before my departure at Delhi, number 5 Krishaman and Mark. Sir, stay here, Delhi itself. We have number of litigations, number of disputes. We want your legal opinion assistance, and we have several arbitration matters. You have to work for us as our arbitrator. We will take care of your comforts, income, etc. Now I said, I conveyed my inability. My view is, in our country, our public sectors have to be encouraged and developed. But arbitration is not a final. If both parties agree, like settlement, Lok Adalat, etc., no problem. If the other corporate house is not agreeable, then the matter can be taken to either High Court, then Supreme Court. Sometimes the High Court judge may not agree the arbitration award. What he will think, this is the way the former Chief Justice has decided. So right or wrong, 1 or 2 may blame the conclusion. That is the reason I avoid. This is my personal view, because many of my former colleagues are staying here. They are, now I won't say they are earning more, but they are very comfortable. For giving opinion, they are charging. For arbitration also, they are charging heavy amount. But my suggestion is, where is the need for these arbitrators go all over the world for completion? They can sit either at Delhi or Mumbai or Chennai or Singapore, finish it off within a month. No. This also did not attract me. Why should we spend money of other corporate houses? That's why I did not evince interest either to stay at Delhi, national capital, or Chennai, where I own my own house is there. Now I am getting a rent. Even that has been settled in favor of my first son. As on date, I am depending only on my pension. I am happy with my lands. I have planted very good trees around my house. Everyone, when they enter, sir, looking very green, good air. After retirement, we want to enjoy this kind of only my house and my brother house. I have one servant quarters, 2 cows and calves are there. For that I have put up one shed. That's all.
So what do you want to tell to the farming community?
Yes.
Okay.
See, farming is a good profession. Without a farmer or farming lands, the country won't survive. Unless farmer produces good products, how can we live and survive? So everyone's life is in the hands of a farmer. So farmer has to be taken care of by central and state governments. Of course, now they are having several schemes by the present Prime Minister has introduced more than nearly 10 schemes for the benefit of farming community. I conveyed to him also, sir, I have gone through the saline futures, very useful for farmers, but it should reach the farmer. Each farmer in India, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, Guwahati to Ahmedabad, each farmer must aware of it. For that, these saline features should be in the mother tongue, in their respective language, and like Aadhaar card or voter card, the government itself print it in a small book, not more than 20 pages in the mother tongue, give it through some officials, hand it over to each house with a request, go through it. For example, Prime Minister's crop insurance is there. How many of them are aware of it? How to insure their banana crop? See, banana, whatever season you plant, when it ready for harvest, ready for ripe for giving fruits, the heavy wind or heavy rain will damage. Everything will go. So the entire expense will go. If it is insured under this PM's scheme, he may get 20 or 25,000 by spending 200 or 300 towards premium, very less. By following some procedure, at least he can get the expense. So these things I explained to the PM. He directed PM's office to note down all these things. I hope they may change it in due course. Now I am seeing PM's farming programs or farming schemes are coming in a newspaper. That, according to me personally, it is not advisable, because you may read one newspaper, I may read another newspaper. We don't know. So better it should be printed in a booklet, give it to them. So if they follow, definitely farmer may get some reasonable income, number one. Number two, slowly they have to reduce the use of fertilizers. Even today I am using, but cost wise it is more, sir, not remunerative. I am noting down all expenses in my notebook. I am noting my income also, very less, not equal to the expenses. If we use our the cow dung, or now sheep are giving good dung also, that is also another dung, good for crops, that can be used. Then third one, farmer must get a reasonable price at the appropriate time. So for that, either state or central government, they have to construct godowns in each district. I may require them to construct each taluka, but may not be possible, at least each district. And whenever more production from farmer side, let the government purchase and store it. It should be air conditioned. Maybe that can be converted in another product. For example, tomato, if price is less, that can be made as a jam or juice likewise. It can be likewise, so that the farmer will get reasonable price. Or it can be transported to other states. For example, Kerala, not much agricultural products. Many eatables are going from Tamil Nadu only. Beneficiaries are Tamil Nadu people. But that can be in such a way we can send our agricultural products to even North India.
See, we have been hearing technocrats coming back to India and taking up farming. Many people entering into farming, but we have never heard a Chief Justice of India retiring and going back to farm and starting the farming. Yes, I think Dr. P. Sathasivam sir, who's never used the word doctor, is going to be the best ambassador or the guardian or the patron of Indian farming community. We look at you, sir, to inspire the farming community and let the young generation feel if a Chief Justice of India could go into farming and involve himself so much love into farm, I think nobody should hesitate now think farming as an alternative option. Thank you.